Hello and welcome to you all to Team Shikra's presentation on speaking styles. Before we go into these details, let us see what is speech. Speech is a human vocal communication using language. Each language uses phonetics, combinations of vowel and consonant sounds that form the sound of its words. And we've seen in the last few weeks the other themes that have described the parts of speech very extensively: noun, verb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, their functions, examples, and so on, which were dealt with in detail in the last couple of weeks. Let's now look at the types of reported speech. There are two types, which is direct and indirect speech. How are they reflected? By the changes in the tense. What is present simple in direct speech becomes past simple in indirect speech. The present perfect turns to past perfect in the indirect speech, and so on. Can becomes could, have to becomes had to, imperative turns to infinitive form. This, in a nutshell, is about reported speech. Due to the paucity of time, we're not going into the complex details of reported speech. I would now like to go into the topic for the day, which is narration and commentary. I now invite Gomati to take over and give us insights into the topic commentary. Over to you, Gomati.
Thank you, Parvati, for your introduction. Let us now look at commentary. Commentary is a systematic series of explanations or interpretations. It lends force to opinions. The person commenting usually gives his interpretation or his perspective on the subject. Let us see some examples of commentary. First is a movie review or book review. These are a favorite among many people and is a perfect example of commentary, where the movie is either trashed or praised in just a few minutes. Next is a sports commentary. Who can forget the inimitable voice of R.J. Balaji and K. Srikanth gives us statistics and a fun-filled piece of cricket commentary during the IPL matches. And then political rants on Twitter and Facebook or commentary, since they describe a stand taken for or against a topic, and mostly they are biased. But hey, it's a very free country and everyone is entitled to their opinion. Commentary on sacred texts. Over the years, we have come across many renowned people giving their interpretation of the Bhagavad Gita or the Bible, etc. This is an example of commentary, since commenting on the sacred texts is a way to make the common man understand complex philosophies. I would like to now invite my teammate Sayed to give you all more inputs about commentary. Over to you, Sayed.
Hey buddies, this is Syed from Shikra team. Hope you are doing well. I got remember my grandmother's word. She always says, when you are initiating something, please start with sweets. That's why I'm eating this. Don't mistake me, but it's delicious. Usually, I start any speech or discussion with Tamil. Tamil மக்களுக்கும் தமிழின மக்களுக்கும் என் இனிய வணக்கங்கள். When we got the topic, we had a long discussion with our team, and I knew that it happening since my childhood. I am the first person to share about my thoughts without piece of paper. Here I thought the same, but fortunately I got the information from my bestie, who is having huge heart like Colonel King. Never say no for anything. I think you found it because I thought my friends are genius. Yes, exactly, this is Google. I trust this more than my better off. Don't share it with her. Now we are going to discuss with very interesting topic, and we are always mesmerizing when we hear it and feel it, because we don't know what they are doing, what they are sharing. But I'm sure almost 80% of people in the world feel the same and hear the same. But countable numbers are know this architecture. I wish myself and my friends to be in countable numbers. I am going to share the information that I commentary. an expression of opinions or offering of explanation about an event or situation. This is exactly what is commentary. A good storyteller reveals events dramatically. A cricket commentator should first describe the key match events and then connect them to strategy or mental conflict underlying them. That is, the commentator explicitly tells the audience what the captain, batsman, bowler, or fielder's purpose or problem is. Then the audience is prompted for what to look for in the upcoming play. Here, I will take cricket as an example of commentary to better understanding to all.
That's huge! That is a biggie! It's out of here!
Ravi, I'm backing this one. I think this is one of the biggest. Into orbit.
Thanks for hearing it. I'm little proud of myself. Super, Sayed. So, everyone asks questions ourselves when we watch the game. How can I become a good cricket commentator? You should have the complete information and knowledge about the important matches, yes, past and present, such as dates, debacles, and important performance of the players. Right at your fingertips, be original and develop your own style. Please develop your own style and never copy with another commentator. It's like very, very important. Heartfelt thanks to everyone, first audience, then my management giving this opportunity and my teammate to support and explore new things. Thank you all.
Thank you. That was an excellent session on commentary. Thank you both. Don't you all agree that it was an excellent session? Let's now move on to narration. What is narration? It means telling a single story or several related stories. Narration can be a way to support a main idea or thesis. It triggers the flow of memory and evokes places and times in ways that are compelling and affecting. It is very similar to storytelling, but the narrator has to be faithful to the story and not add his or her interpretation. The narrator lays the facts as they are and describes them without any bias. What are the examples of narration? As you can see the pictorial description here, the author writes the story, a narrator tells the story, and a character acts out the story. This is a form of storytelling, which is also a form of narration. So what are the other examples of narration? Academic lectures are perfect examples of narration. Voiceover and documentaries are forms of narration too. Media reports are supposed to be forms of narration, but unfortunately these days we see a lot of judgment and bias in them. So how do we differentiate between narration and commentary? Narration is stating the facts as they are. Commentary is giving an opinion about it. Narration has to be faithful to the original idea or story, whereas commentary often is a judgment or a point of view that is taken. Narrators can be creative. They can go to any lengths to kindle the curiosity about the story or the topic that they are narrating. But commentators, on the other hand, help us in understanding and educating the common man about very complex issues by laying them out in very simple terms. This gives you an idea of what narration and commentary is about. Now, to understand narration better, let's watch a small documentary on New York City.
New York, often called New York City, is the most populated city in the United States. New York City is composed of 5 boroughs, which are Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, the Bronx, and Staten Island. As many as 800 languages are spoken in New York, making it the most linguistically diverse city in the world. New York is home to more than 3.2 million residents born outside the United States and has the largest foreign-born population that any city in the world can have. The city's skyline itself is so beautiful with tall buildings and skyscrapers. Let's see some of the iconic places to visit in NYC, beginning with Times Square. Times Square is a major commercial intersection, tourist destination, entertainment center. It is brightly lit with numerous billboards and advertisements, and it's sometimes referred to as the crossroads of the world or heart of the world. It's one of the world's busiest pedestrian areas and has and an estimated 50 million visitors coming there annually. Next one is Central Park, an urban park in Manhattan, and it's the fifth largest park in the city, covering 843 acres. It is the most visited park in the US, with about 42 million visitors coming there annually, and it's the most filmed location in the world. During winters, there's an ice skating rink open to the public. The New York City subway, another marvel in transportation systems, had its first underground line opened in 1904. An average of 5.6 million passengers use the system daily, making it the busiest rapid transit system in the US and the seventh busiest in the world.
Hope you all like this small documentary. Here, the narrator has described the scenes that you see unfolding and gives the facts about them. She does not deviate from them. She does not give her likes and dislikes about the city. She just talks about the scenes that are happening in front of her eyes. So that's what narration is all about. I hope this has given you